You have the opportunity to continue to be an amazing professional soccer player. You have the opportunity to become a real estate mogul. Which one are you choosing? If you think about going there, remember, the house always wins.
I'm not an American citizen. There's just so many different pockets within Las Vegas that allow for all types of investors. So we're actually changing locations because our location was too small. I actually read Matt's book, Raising Capital.
Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another special edition, Market Hunter Thursday with Herve. I am so excited today. Mr. Jordan Murrell of Murrell Investment. This brother has a real interesting background. We're talking about Las Vegas, Nevada. Population 672,000. Median income $56,000. Median rent just under $1,500. Median home value just over $300,000. And listen, folks, we know Las Vegas, big time headquarters of the gaming companies, obviously Caesars Entertainment, Zappos.com, which was acquired by Amazon a few years ago, Allegiant Airlines also over there. We're going to go ahead, jump in. Jordan, good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Explain to us exactly your background, all right? Folks can do a little bit of search on you and they say, hey, wait a minute. My man here has a soccer background, but also a real estate investor. So tell us, how did you make that transition?
A little bit about myself. Jordan Murrell, played professional soccer for the past 6 years. Grew up in London, England, lived in Canada, Toronto, Canada, and been in the States for the past decade or so. Like you said, I'm still making that transition from professional soccer to full-time real estate investing. It is very rewarding, very challenging. Everything you can ask for, it is that. So
that's awesome, man. Congratulations. You know what?
You're
young, and as I was telling you before, man, folks that have been doing real estate for a while, they all will tell you the same thing. Oh, man, if I had just started sooner. Let's go ahead and dive in, like I was saying. So in Las Vegas, right, when you think about Las Vegas, you think about the tourism industry, you think about going out there, hanging, having a good time, obviously the big time gaming industry. Talk to us about how you started your search for real estate investing in Las Vegas.
During COVID, I looked for a way that we could make money without essentially needing to go into work. I realized that you have no real control once you're a W-2 employee, and that there are other avenues out there, and that's where real estate came in.
Right.
So with that being said, thus far we've purchased single family up to 4 units thus far. Portfolio of 3 units thus far, and just continuing to build. And Las Vegas is amazing because it is in the valley, and they're not building any more land, as you know. And so within that valley, there's only so much land you can get. So once they hit the perimeter, they got to start building up. And if you own that land and they're building up on your land, obviously you'll have more monopoly.
Got it. Understood. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it single family homes specifically that you're pursuing? Gotcha.
That's right. Yes.
Okay. Why single family homes, and what's going on in the single family home market?
A lot of properties are going up in value. A lot of areas are up and coming as well. The reason why I pursued single family to begin with is lack of knowledge, honestly. Not understanding there was access to capital beyond my means. Now knowing what I know now, obviously there are a lot more opportunities that allow for larger portfolio in terms of 20-unit buildings, 100-unit buildings. So looking to build that as well in Memphis.
You're looking to graduate to the pro level on real estate like you did in soccer.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
So for the single family homes that you currently own, those are rentals, safe to say? Where did you find the capital to get started on acquiring single family homes? Did you think about flipping at all, or was the intent always to go ahead and rent these out?
My first property, I ended up getting a partner. I had a property under contract that I felt that worked extremely well. Turns out I wasn't able to close. So 2 weeks before closing, they were like, hey, we can't approve your loan, specifically because of my, I'm not an American citizen. I'm a Canadian citizen that's living here in the US currently.
Okay.
And so I found a partner who ended up being the capital partner. I actually read Matt's book, Raising
Hey,
Private Capital.
there we go. Oh, he's gonna be so happy to hear about
So
that. I never heard of him.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
And figured out that partners are the way to grow. And they ended up funding the deal. They're American and they had capital in reserves. So
Right.
we ended up partnering up and continued to partner up. I have done one flip. It ended up being out of state.
Okay.
I would not recommend that. I would not
It
recommend
has its
flipping out of
challenges.
state.
It
It
has its
has a
challenges.
lot of challenges. So, but again, you have to lick your wounds and then pick up and go again.
How did you find this partner? And number two, what kind of financial split did you two arrange?
Actually, a great story. I was on Bigger Pockets just talking about what I was doing.
Okay.
I think that's how we met as well, via
Yes,
Bigger Pockets, and then
absolutely.
through Soccer Connections as well.
Yep.
So we ended up meeting up, and she's a family member of a soccer coach that I had as well. So it was a super small world.
Yeah.
And so that's how we partnered up, and we partnered up 50-50. She brought the capital and I brought the processes in the day-to-day.
Hey,
And
there you go.
that's how we've been purchasing our deals.
That's awesome, man. That's an awesome story. After you had purchased it, was there any kind of renovation, or as soon as you purchased it, you went ahead and you got a person or a family moved into that single family home?
Yeah, it was rent ready already. We purchased turnkey. We are realizing the benefits of purchasing non-turnkey
Yes.
properties to put our own equity into it, build
Right.
that equity ourselves. And yeah, that's what we're looking to do as of right now, purchase a little bit more distressed homes, put a little bit more work in. The turnkey property that we purchased, first and foremost, we're realizing there's a lot of work to be done, repairs and maintenance, because we're not entirely sure what was done before us. They can say one thing on the inspection, but
Sure.
we don't know to what grade it was and how well it was done.
Right.
So once we get in, we know, okay, if we are going to get in this property, we're going to put a brand new HVAC. We're going to put a roof if needed. We're going to check the electrical. We're going to check the plumbing. And if needed, we'll replace those and then put our tenants in. So that way our repairs, maintenance, and capital expenditures are lower.
Do you mind sharing us some numbers with us?
The deal I was just talking about was actually the first deal we purchased, and it was in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
So very interesting. So I'll run the numbers of that one as well. We purchased that property in Memphis, Tennessee for $54,000.
Okay.
So we put $12,000 down for 20%. Our mortgage payment is $300. With capital expenditures, vacancy repairs, we're about $200. And then our rent is $800. So we cash flow $300 off of $12,000 down payment.
Those are good numbers right there.
Yes.
You replicate that, you're gonna have a nice portfolio that you're gonna really be able to build off of.
And that's why I like the commercial economies of scale, because if we're able to get those same numbers in 15 units or 100 units in the same place and getting one loan instead of doing 100 small single family properties.
Absolutely. Absolutely. For the multifamilies, if we want to switch over there, are you looking to partner up on the multifamilies as well? Do you plan on going solo with it?
No, I'm always looking for partners. I know that I'm able to bring systems and day-to-day processes. I'd like to help people get a return on their money at the end of the day. And that's what I enjoy doing, is building a business for myself and building a business for them, whether that's retirement, whether that's their kids' college funds.
Sure.
So we're able to help them grow their earning potential as well.
So when you talk about the systems, what systems in specific are you talking about, and how did you learn about putting systems in place? Obviously, the very right thing to do, and it's the best way, quickest way to go ahead and scale, because when you don't have the systems, as you know, it can come down like a Jenga game.
Systems always need to be tweaked. There's nothing that's perfect. So I believe in having a team around me that is solid. So you have to do your vetting of your real estate agent, your property manager, your lenders, and your contractors. So being able to find reliable people of all four is the challenge. That's when we put the systems in place. This is what we're looking for. These are specific numbers we're looking for within the property, and then just trial and error. Obviously, getting into a property, knowing your numbers, I would say what you think your property is going to do in the first year or two. I would say deduct 50% from that just as a contingency budget,
Just
just in
being
case.
conservative or being fair. You never know.
Yes, I've been through a lot of contractors. I've been through a couple of property managers already, and I've been, just continuing to grow and network with people who are doing the job and who like to do their job, which is also very important.
Let's talk about neighborhoods.
You're typically going to find more flips in the downtown and east side of Las Vegas area. It is older and there's a lot of gentrification going on, just like every other city. The downtown area is up and coming. The growth there is substantial. So I would say that area there, the appreciation and the growth, the job growth down there is large as well. If you're looking for more cash flow, I would say come up north, like Centennial Hills Hospital. I would say southwest in Spring Valley. Summerlin's also a great area for a rental, more so appreciation. There's just so many different pockets within Las Vegas that allow for all types of investors, which is so beautiful about the city. With the shortage of properties, I feel that everybody's been wanting to buy. Right. California is a hop, skip, and a jump away. So a lot of Californians are migrating here to Las Vegas.
What you talked about earlier in regards to going into multifamily investing, bigger units. Why Memphis? And are you looking to start off with a certain number of units?
For my first deal, I think 20 and under would be very good. I have looked at a couple of 16-unit buildings in Memphis. Again, Memphis is such a great market for cash flow. You can get 1% rule. For those who don't know, the 1% rule, if you purchase a property for $100,000, it should be able to rent for $1,000.
Right.
You can sometimes get 2%, 2.5%, depending on where your comfort level lies. Right. But even here in Las Vegas, there are some great deals as well. We would be looking to take down 20 units and less for the first deal. And I would be looking for experienced partner to help guide me through that process as well. Bringing the deals to them and then partnering up, going that way.
How are you searching for those multifamily opportunities in Las Vegas?
All the search engine apps as well. Drive for dollars quite often, checking out different opportunities, different areas. Attend a RIA meeting. There's one online every Wednesday for Las Vegas. Most of those people who are on that RIA meeting are actually in California. And then there's an in-person event that I go to every second Sunday of the month that is growing substantially. So we're actually changing locations because our location was too small.
What nuggets of knowledge would you like to share with folks that are looking to get started in investing in Vegas?
I would first and foremost say educate yourself as best as possible. Hang out with those who are doing what you want to do. The people who you hang out with, spend most of your time with, they will end up being a reflection of yourself. Really hone down on what you want to do. There's always room for adjustment after that. So just getting started would be everything.
Hey man, you have the opportunity to continue to be an amazing professional soccer player. You have the opportunity to become a real estate mogul. Which one are you choosing?
I would say real estate mogul.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I think I would have bet the other way.
No, soccer's not forever.
Yes.
It's not forever.
This is true.
I feel great. I've felt the best that I've ever felt. I think I've been saying that for the past 10 years. But at the end of the day, real estate is forever. There will be properties here long after I'm gone for my family. So if we're able to seize the land as we can right now and pass it through generations, that's what my goal is.
I really, really appreciate your time, your insight. And like you said, keep educating yourself. That's a home run right there.
Thank you so much. Thank you again. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you again soon.
Jordan Murrell, professional soccer player, real estate investor. He's young in the business. There's no doubt about it. But he really kind of shared with you how you get started, right? Educating yourself. As we know, podcast. You mentioned Bigger Pockets, Matt Faircloth, Raising Private Capital book. It's a great story. I think a lot of you guys can have similar stories. So from there, I wish you nothing but the best. And we look forward to seeing you next week. All right, signing off.